Hi everyone, welcome back to the Potsmucker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmucker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Hebrew Bible. I use the King James Version of the Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered bits and pieces of testimony from the various prophets of the Old Testament. What I came up with was the Book of Zion. In order to publish the Book of Zion, which is the last thing that I'm required to do, I wrote the Potsmucker's Bible as commentary. And in order to fulfill my last requirement, I published Peace beginning on 420 on YouTube at Potsmucker's Bible. Since then, I have read the entire Book of Zion and the entire Potsmucker's Bible on that platform. When I finished with the YouTube version, I started over again, but I added several social media platforms to broaden my non-existent audience in the hopes that this message will get out because it's my job. I am the Zion of the Most High God of Israel. I fulfilled the prophecy of Israel already. That was done in 2015 on May 25th, as a matter of fact. And exactly a month later, Donald J. Trump put in his bid for the presidency. He's the second element in the prophecy. The first bid, well, I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to do what I need to do, which is to finalize the Book of Zion, to read to you the very last chapter of the Book of Zion, so that you can have the entire Book of Zion to look through and see exactly what's coming. It's called In the Last Days, and it goes like this. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O arm of the Lord. Awake as in the ancient of days, in the generation of old. Art thou not that which hath cut Rehab, and wounded the dragon? And art thou not it which hath dried up the sea, the waters of the great deep, that hath made the depths of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over? Strengthen ye the weak hands, confirm the feeble knees. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, Be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, even God with a recompense. He will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then shall the lame man leap as an hart, and the tongue of the dumb shall sing, for the wilderness shall waters break out, and streams in the desert. I thought it good to show the signs and wonders that the high God hath wrought towards me. How great are his signs, and how mighty are his wonders! His kingdom is everlasting kingdom, and his dominion is from generation to generation. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the tops of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow into it. And many nations shall come and say, Let us go up into the mountain of the Lord, and into the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth from Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. I am your Lord, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. Thus saith the Lord, Keep ye judgments, and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the Son of Man that layeth hold on to it, that keepeth the Sabbath from doing any evil. Neither let the son of the stranger that hath joined himself to the Lord speak, saying, The Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. For thus saith the Lord unto the eunuchs that keep my Sabbath, and choose the things that please me, and take hold of my covenant. Even to them will I give mine house, and within my walls a place and a name better than the sons and of daughters. I will give them an everlasting name that shall not be cut off. Also the sons of the strangers that join themselves to the Lord to serve him, and to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants, everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and taketh hold of my covenant. Even them will I bring to my holy mountain, and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted on my altar, for my house shall be called an house of prayer for all people. The Lord God hath gathered the outcasts of Israel, saith, Yet shall I gather others to him besides those that are gathered to him. Set up a standard toward Zion, retire, stay not, for I will bring evil upon the north and a great destruction. Enter into the rock and hide ye in the dust, for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty. To go into the clefts of the rocks, and into the top of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, when he arise to shake terrible the earth. Wherefore it shall come to pass, that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria, and the glory of his high looks. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will burn her chariots in the smoke, and I will cut off thy prey from the earth, and the voice of the messengers shall no more be heard. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord God, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in a clear day. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arise to shake terrible the earth. For he bringeth down them that dwell on high. The lofty city he layeth low, even to the ground. He burneth it even to dust. I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabitant. And he said, The Lord will roar from Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the inhabitants of the shepherds shall mourn, and the top of Carmel shall wither. She is empty and void and waste, and the heart melteth on, and the knee smiteth together, and maketh pain as in the loins, and the face of them all gather darkness. For wickedness burneth as fire, it shall devour the briars and thorns, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as fuel of fire. No man shall spare his brother. The Lord hath prepared to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. I will utterly consume all things off the land, saith the Lord. The holy city is a wilderness, Zion is a wilderness, Jerusalem is a desolation. Our holy and our beautiful house, where our fathers praised thee, is burnt up with fire, and all our pleasant things are laid waste. For behold, the Lord cometh from out of his place. For the Lord cometh out of his place, and will come down and tread upon the high places of the earth. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise, with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves in the stalls. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under your feet. In that day I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. Remember ye the laws of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel, with the statutes and the judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And ye shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fatherless, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. And it shall be at that day, saith the Lord, that thou shalt call my name Ishi, and shalt call me no more Baali. For I will take away the names of Balaam out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their names. And in that day I will make a covenant with them, with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of the heavens, and with the creeping things that are on the ground. And I will break the bow, and the sword, and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Even ye will I betroth thee unto me in righteousness, and in judgment, and in loving kindness, and in mercy. I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will hear, saith the Lord. I will hear the heavens, and they shall hear the earth. And the earth shall hear the corn, and the earth, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel. He shall swallow up death in victory, and the Lord God will wipe away the tears from all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord hath spoken it. The strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. That confirmeth the word of his servants, and perform the counsel of his messengers, that saith to Jerusalem, that thou shalt be inhabited, and the cities of Judea ye shall be built, and I will raise up the decayed places thereof. Thus ends the book of Zion, the prophecy of Israel, and the closing moments of the year 2020. Well, okay. The sore destruction of the North is what we're looking at right now. Trump is in the midst of a coup, but the prophecy has news for him. He is going to destroy the United States of America in an attempted coup, but he's not going to succeed. Instead, he is going to set the stage for the creation of the nation of Zion and the return of God to earth, because that is what the prophecy predicts. Donald J. Trump, the basis of men, is put into power to destroy a great northern nation, which is created from the sides of the earth. This sore destruction comes from the ravages of a plague called consumption in the prophecy. We call it COVID-19. And this plague sets the stage for the overflowing of righteousness, which is the uprising called Black Lives Matter. These are the three main elements of the prophetic year of 2020. And even now, Trump is finalizing the destruction of the great northern nation that we call the United States of America. He is going to tear it down. But I have news for him. My people are going to claim this nation for ourselves because it is ours by right. We are Zion, and this is the nation of Zion. The fabled nation of Zion, a mountain kingdom created at the time of the destruction of a great northern kingdom. Because Trump and his Republicans are going to try to overthrow democracy, but it will only pave the way for my people to go camping. So, on 420, I want to go camping because that is how this prophecy finalizes. It is our camp out, a strike against either Biden or Trump, whichever one wins, because neither one is going to free us. And we need to be free. We have to free ourselves. So when Trump does his thing, don't worry about it. He's just paving the way for Zion. On 420, we're going to get together in a campout, I hope. And we're going to go on strike. We're going to tell the rest of America, go to hell. We don't need you. We don't want you. Your money doesn't mean a thing to us. Because that is the thing. No money in Zion. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice. Stay happy and high. If you use drugs, you have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote the books. My name is Zion. I am the Zion of the Most High God of Israel, because I have fulfilled prophecy. So I'm going to say later now, because I love you way too much to ever say goodbye.